Hello, everyone. This is N, pronouns they, them, community lead at Livepeer Foundation, and welcome to Watercooler. Today we're doing it an hour early for daylight savings. We will probably resume the normal time next week, so apologies on starting this early today. We don't have a ton of topics, but we will start with Define. The only update I have is currently Livepeer Studio is experiencing some downtime. There's a link in the chat that you can click if you want any updates there. So yeah, let's get into it. Define is the one update we have. So take us away with how things in Body are going.
For sure. First of all, I would like to announce that we are able to open to all orchestrators, and right now we're doing the last back test with a set of orchestrators, the alpha participants, before we announce the release to everyone. And uh, we have consumed, if I remember correctly, we will give you the full accounting of that, and we're getting a CPA to account it. We were at 5 ETH for incentives. We are in about 2 ETH left, outside of the previous agent SP incentives. So that means that we wouldn't be able to continue the program if we only use those incentives. So it turns out that we will continue to run the program to its full extent so that we see it materialize with our own funds, so bootstrapped from us once the funds continue. And what is relevant here is that we didn't use bring your own container for the last update, but we will do all the payments with bring your own container in the immediate after update. And how this is going to work is that our backend accounts the credited balances to the orchestrators. With the next update, we will know exactly how many tickets we need to print to bring your own container, and all the credited balances will be paid out. So these are the tech updates, and I'm gonna show you. To share my entire screen, so give me a second. I'm gonna show you the creator, which I was working on for the past few weeks.
Did you share your screen
And
yet, or are you still waiting to?
I'm changing the permissions on the browser. I need to restart the browser and I will
Oh,
show
okay.
my
Sorry, I
screen.
just wouldn't. I didn't want to make. I want to make sure you weren't talking at a screen and it wasn't presenting yet.
Oh, no worries. Yes, I need to reset and I'm entering too.
Oh, looks like we lost you. Okay, let me bring you back up. Perfect. Welcome back. Not hearing you anymore.
Can you see my screen,
Oh,
guys?
it just stopped sharing. Maybe try again. And nothing's coming through on
So
my
I was
end.
working on the creator, and we were
Define.
just recently able to output the maximum quality.
I'm not able to see it on my end. Are other folks able to see it? I can leave and come back. Yeah, I am speaking. Can you hear me? Oh no. Is today cursed? Yeah, I can't hear anybody. Maybe it's on my end. 1 second.
Is anyone here to hear,
I can
to
hear
hear the
you. Can you
audio? I
hear
can.
me?
Oh, you can't hear the audio?
No, I think something.
I can see the screen, but I can't hear
But you,
anything.
but you do not hear the audio. Uh,
Okay, so people can hear me. Okay, now we're back. So, oh no, this is Discord. This is Discord, guys. Define. Oh, interesting. I can't see your screen, Define, but I can hear you. I'm not sure about others though. Can you try to share it again? Oh, it's loading now. Yeah, it's saying stream failed to start. Now you have to text someone. Okay, let me try to boot Define. Okay, can folks hear me now? Or nothing? Shoot. Testing, testing. Can you guys hear me now?
Yep, can hear you now.
Okay. So I see two defines in the audience. Not sure what's up with that. Um, do we want to try again, define, or how you feeling? I mean, I'm down to try again. Okay, let's invite you up. Let's try one more time. Good call, Doug. Good call. Welcome
yes, I
back.
hope you can hear the sound now.
Yeah. Okay. Try sharing your screen again.
Okay,
Man, Discord, they're just
yes,
voice
it's
channels are
good.
always okay. What? Yeah, perfect. I can see it. Go.
Can you hear it?
I can't hear it, but you know,
You can't hear it?
no, I cannot hear it, but I can see
Okay,
it. Yeah, just
I'm
go.
gonna draw.
Just don't worry about it. Unless you want to refresh the page, but like,
No,
also her
it's a
jacket
web
is sick.
player. You like the quality
No, the jacket.
and the jacket?
Yeah, I love the jacket, like the puffer.
Oh, yeah. Oh, thank you. I wasn't created that. It was actually another creator that they work with that created. I will disable the audio. Just let it play so you guys can see the quality, and the quality can actually go even further. This is 22 megabytes per second. It is created and captured during streaming, and the background you see here, it's actually fully configurable too. We just need a few more iterations with our AI content planner. So we can basically pass a prompt and the planner will decide whatever character you want and what background you want, and if you want to spawn objects in the game. Uh, it's very exciting. The quality can also go higher, but this is quality that we can actually work with. and we can use in our advertisement and our distribution pipelines, which is what I'm working right now. I can also put the other demo so that you can see. Um, we also have, of course, configurable skin and different clothes and different toggles that like the feathers you see. And I will also drop the those two files in the Discord channel for everyone to see. So these were created from an orchestrator running Unreal VTuber, running the custom pipeline, and we are most of the orchestrators have done the update that allows us to do the same thing with them. So we have 10 orchestrators at this moment, which we can use for 24/7 creation. And what I am working on right now is, oops, this is, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you, but you stopped sharing your screen.
Yes, because I will paste the videos.
Okay, perfect.
Yes, and what I'm be working right now is the tech that creates the plans, and without me uh, using an AI agent, you're able to create different plans for 24/7 planning and then distribute them. The different orchestrator instances generate that content, then distribute that content automatically so that the embodied network and what we're doing get the coverage, the advertisement coverage, which in any other world or before 3 years would have taken us hundreds of thousands of dollars to replicate. And we're keeping this tool internal for the moment, but we will be converting it uh, to an API callable tool later, because the focus right now is actually our real-time app, not and the tool is a way for us to just have amazing high quality advertisement. So if anyone has any idea or if they would like to use this for free, we are we will be very happy to also allow that and to give
Okay,
them.
define. It looks like audience can't. Oh, yeah. Maybe reconnect pawn. Sorry for interjecting. Yeah.
Well, that's all I have to say. I will just drop the.
Okay.
Uh,
Man, cursed. Started too early today. Discord's freaking out. Okay, just started working. Awesome. Continue. Define. Do you have anything else you wanted to mention? Also, it looks incredible. So congrats on that.
oh, thank you so much, and thank you guys, really.
It's fine. When can the agents like learn from your movements? That would be cool.
Oh, that's a good question. So, uh, the agent that you saw, it wasn't a real-time agent. It was an agent that took different contexts, took documentation, how it works, and created a JSON plan, which is forwarded somewhere, and you saw that output. Uh, but it would be really cool if the agent, and this is what I'm doing now, is able to get also PNGs, images on different parts of the video running, and then have its own critique of its work. So this, I believe, it's currently the easier way to introduce auto improvement. Because if you are looking to introduce memory components into the agent, it's harder. But what you can do is have the agent run it, get the PNGs and the photographs of the plan, then pass that as part of the pipeline into a critique, a judge AI team, multi-agentic team, and then they will put the output somewhere where the next iteration of the planner will get it and it will be improved. So if you have a command, for example, that we use on the planner, the camera is too close, the AI will know it. I hope this answers the question.
Yeah, it sounds quite interesting. I was um the magic mirror idea that was like quite cool. So I was like hoping there was like you could interact with the visual with the agents. So
Uh, would you guys like to have something like an SDK on how to do real-time applications?
That could be cool.
like for me, I was just like thinking like what would be fun to play around with the agents. I was like thinking like there is like a screen and agent can like see you. Not really. I mean, it can't really see you, but like it could probably like map the movements and stuff and like copy those movements and like just seeing like interacting just visually, that would be quite cool.
We can make more data available on how to create your own real-time applications. The only reason we haven't done it yet is because we clear out what things need to remain proprietary, even for very limited time, and what things we can make open source. And um, this is very critical because on this industry is very rapidly evolving, and there are some critical moments where if your tech is being copied, then you lose every competitive advantage, not as not as a corporate entity necessarily, but as a future network. So the strategy that we agreed till now was make most of it open source, with the few things that are not open source are our internal tooling, processes for deployments of our internal tooling, for example, and uh, the the source of the Unreal Engine game, which we will make accessible once we have the tokenized testnet. Uh, but we can make for the Livepeer community before that release so real-time SDK so that they can play even if they don't have, they don't know how every single cogs move. So if there is interest of that, like um, I would love to work on doing the SDK and pushing out the new RIP and the documentation.
Awesome. Very excited to see all that materialize. Um, only other topic, DeFi, where you finished, or do you have more thoughts? Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
I I think we talked about most of the
Okay,
topics.
awesome. All right, well, thank you, and I'm pretty sure you're going to be on Fireside this week, right? Or next week?
I would love to be this week too.
Okay, awesome. So we'll see you. We'll see more visual updates then, which is exciting. Right. The only other topic we have today, unless other folks who had joined in over the last little bit want to come up and have some topics, scope. Actually, and I had a conversation topic too about customers, so we can talk about that as well. Um, but yeah, scope. I know Jason, you played around. I haven't played around with it yet. Potentially, you want to try to share your screen and show us scope. I know it's a pretty big deal.
I've shared a video where you can upscale the videos to like high resolution in the resource. I can share the link if anyone
Yeah,
wants to.
please share, and I can present the video if possible, or we can just watch it in chat. Folks can see if they have any comments.
Okay, where's it was quite fun, just like vibe coding in the weekend, adding like super resolution with like OpenCV CUDA and upscaling in real time. That was quite fun. I was able to get almost the same FPS as like normal, maybe like a half, like maybe half a one frame drop. But I mean, if you have like a better hardware, you can probably do it like real time without any hiccups.
Oh, you have to actually install it. Sorry, I didn't realize. I thought there was like a version running.
Oh no, no, I did it like locally, just downloaded and it, like ran.
Oh, sorry. For some reason, I thought it was a hosted version of it. Oh, dang. Okay. Yeah, I don't think my machine is powerful enough for it. What does it say? Oof. Yeah, 5090. Nah, I
And
don't
like
have.
at least like 24 gigs, I think.
Okay, dang. Because I have a 4070 laptop, but I don't think it's powerful enough. Yeah, 3090, 4090. Yeah, I can't switch screens. Sorry, because I'm recording. I can't open up more than two screens at once. But um, yeah, maybe folks can go check it out. And if you have any thoughts, feel free to comment in chat or come up to stage. I'll give folks a little bit to look at Jason's link. So I'll go off on mute for a second.
I mean, it's quite same. Like the only difference you will probably see is like the resolution on the lower left and the FPS. So I mean, most of
Cognition
it
tip
is just
3.
like just playing
Schedule
with the
tiny
default setting and upscaling, and that's about it. I mean, just who knows like the frame resolution? They will be like, oh yeah, I can see some difference, but I mean, most of else is just the same.
Okay, gotcha. All right. Well, if there's no other thoughts on, oh hey Sean, it's been a bit. If there's no other thoughts in on scope, I can move on to the other topic I had. I see some folks typing though, so I'll wait. All right. Oh, we do have a live hosted demo of the latest Comfy Stream pipeline. Okay, let me look at that. Welcome up.
Hey everyone.
Welcome, welcome.
I'm a little bit late joining, so our meeting ran over. But just if you're looking for extra topics, love to go over
Yeah,
this.
I mean, do you want to share your screen? We can push my topic off. I'm sure what you have is more interesting than what I talk about.
Sure. I would need just a moment to share, but yeah, I can go ahead and do that.
Okay, awesome. Yay.
Actually, here, I'll just not use my camera. I'll just go ahead and share just a moment. And this is a hosted demo, so you guys can take a look at this as well online. See my screen?
Yes.
Awesome. All right, so I've discussed talked about this feature a lot in the past, but I really think this is a huge breakthrough for the network, and excited to share it with you today. So what we have is this demo API that's running the BYOC stack that Brad and our team's been working on. It's also got Comfy Stream set up as a worker. There's multiple custom nodes and pipelines loaded in here. I've got like a Comfy API I built to, it's a workflow sharing API, so you can kind of add workflows and share them with other people. So we have a couple demos here like audio transcription and Dream Shaper. And what's unique about these, as well as the others, is they're different modalities, right? So this is audio, this one's video, this one uses Stable Diffusion 1.5, this one uses Whisper. And the magic here is that we can go live, let's say Dream Shaper, and this pipeline's actually already warm, so it might load pretty quickly. But usually you'll have like a loading screen there showing that it's loading. Screen there showing that it's loading. So Dream Shaper demo, we can actually like switch from doing generative work to inference
Oh,
work.
you might want to mute
It's work in real time.
the stream because it's
Yeah,
yeah.
there we go.
There you go.
And so now you can see we're transcribing in real time, and just like hot swapping. This is just one worker. So gone are the days of like a single pipeline for a single GPU and a single model. With this type of thing, you can hot swap between these different, either visual workflows or inference or anything else, and of course get text outputs as well, which is really useful for many use cases. You were talking about super resolution. That was the next on my list. There's some things to work through in PyTrickle and encoder as far as like the output resolution, because it currently matches the input resolution. But yeah, essentially keeping up with scope as best as we can. We've got Stable Diffusion 1.5, Stream Diffusion 1.5 comfy nodes coming soon, and those are already tested, and some other pipelines as well. So just want to demo this.
How do
There's a
you?
couple there still, but go ahead.
Sorry, I need to mute mine as well. How do you change the prompt in here? Sorry, I'm not sure if I missed that.
Yeah, this is a very basic demo. Like there's no like prompt editor necessarily.
Oh, I got you.
But if you wanted to add another, let's say if you had like a workflow like this on GitHub somewhere, you could copy it, say add prompts. This is my ST workflow. And there's right now, this is just like one API key with one user, so somebody could come in here and just wipe out all these. But it's a primitive beginning. But essentially that way, if someone else accesses the site, they'll get all the same workflows just pre-populated for them.
Oh, wow. Oh, this is incredible.
Yeah, I mean, orchestrators can now run like multiple pipelines. Like just they already have like I remember like we used to have like video to video and then it's just sitting idle and you can't like reload it really quickly. Now it's like you can just change workflows. It's quite nice. John is like working on it really nice. It's great.
Yeah, thank you.
Very cool.
Took some inspiration from AI Runner and credit to Victor for this. I think he was the one who authored this warm up loading screen. So kind of pulled that out of AI Runner. We might do a little spinning circle or something, but and that's what allows the encoder to just keep processing the video, because if you don't get output frames in a certain amount of time, the stream would crash otherwise. So we're also working on audio only support for this, and then looking to build some SDKs like Node.js or TypeScript APIs, SDKs that implement this functionality in a very concise, reusable way. Like, what my video player inputs with a certain protocol, and audio only or video only, and text outputs. What's nice about the workflows in Comfy Stream is our core Comfy Stream nodes will determine how the video gets processed. So if you have image input and image output, that will be what the stream pulls out of Comfy UI, and the audio will be passed through. And the inverse with audio. If you're processing audio, it'll wait for audio output, but the video frames will just get passed through unchanged. So yeah, we get a lot of functionality for free just from Comfy UI. I really think it's a great platform. That's all I got for now.
Amazing. And, as always, a fireside chill. Do you want to come to fireside as well? I'd love to have this recorded and presented.
Yeah, I could do that.
Awesome.
Love to get another pipeline up and running to show even more. I've been looking to the deep live cam example as well as the new Korea work to see how we can implement that.
Cool. Rich, did you want to say something?
Yeah, maybe just like some deeper questioning, uh, if that's all right, John. Would love
Sure.
to know a bit more. Um, yeah, so obviously there's a lot of overlaps with what Daydream is working on. What's the key differentiation to Daydream, and where are the key overlaps?
Yeah, the key overlaps are, obviously that they're both doing video inference, and there's a drive to be able to deploy like 0-day model deployment on the network. I think the big advantage with Comfy Stream in our pipeline is that with Comfy UI, you're able to cache different nodes of the workflow as well as support many different modalities of inference pipelines. Um, that like when we first started with Livepeer AI and batch pipelines, and I think everyone as orchestrators can relate to this. Like as we launch new models and new pipelines, we need another GPU and another GPU, another GPU, and you can only run so many models at once. And that as a network, if we want to have more than 5 models and 5 GPUs per org, let's say, um, we need to be able to like cold load different pipelines dynamically. And that's what I see us being able to do with this. As you can see, it's able to do that. Um, and of course, we'll have different builds that have different Python requirements for very unique pipelines. But in general, your stable diffusion image-to-image batch pipelines, even in this case, as you can see, real-time pipelines will warm up automatically. I think that's a game changer in being able to advertise capabilities in the network and sell them as either like readily available, or if someone wants to pay a lower rate for something to warm up, we can offer those too, and it just extends our offering to the market.
What's from a Comfy UI perspective, what's been the appetite from the community there?
I see a lot of on like Twitter and other places, or sorry, X and other places, just generative workflows, memes, batch these like videos, mostly like WAN 2.2. Um, but there's definitely a lot more creative things that you can do, that fit our value proposition a little better, I think, around real time. One thing that's interesting is audio generative, or audio inference. Those are really interesting areas.
And
Uh,
and
can I ask?
uh, sorry, what was that,
Like
defund?
Yeah, apologies. I can ask later. Uh, didn't know you talking, Reed. Sorry.
Yeah, I've seen some use for like, Google's release models that do like image editing, or for with the batch API, you could make a whole image editor, video editor, audio, maybe even like a little DJ tool like Ableton Live. There's a lot you can do. And the advantages with Comfy Stream is with those types of workloads, you don't really have to reserve all this GPU capacity. So it scales, dynamically with these warm ups and stuff. Um, but yeah, just throwing some ideas out there. I think there's a lot of popularity around just creating fun videos and putting a little overlay logo or something that advertises their network, and getting those popular on social media. People would be, I've heard some interest there.
I think this is where, my question for the AISP, and I know that the foundation is in talks with the AISP to talk through like what comes out of what's next for the AISP. I mean, one of my questions here is, are there any ambitions to really productize something and to go to market with for a specific niche? Let's take the Comfy UI community, and to create a product that will generate demand at scale for the network. Um, is there any ambition here? And it's fine if you're not the right person to ask, as I know, Peter, I don't think is on the call.
Yeah, I would mostly defer to Peter, but I will say we've talked a lot about go-to-market initiatives, and we've talked a lot about the audio transcription case, but there's a lot of competition in the area. There's even ways to do that, maybe with FFmpeg, so it's not so unique. There's other pipelines like denoising, or speaker identification, language translation. And right now we're focused on building the core primitives to allow those pipelines to work, and all the way up to the SDK level, where we can start marketing with bearer tokens and
Thanks. Yeah, I think it's definitely something. I really want us as a community to stop thinking that we would just build something and build it and they'll come, right? Thinking across the board as how, when we create products within the community, how we take them to market, what the story is, and is almost more important than the core technology. So yeah.
Yeah,
That's
we
a
do have a
discussion.
value proposition around price. Obviously, that's always been our biggest point, and scalability too. So I think going to market with those things are important, but there's a lot of unique markets and niche opportunities around real-time AI that are still undiscovered. So I'm sure those will come out in pretty soon, next month or so.
Yeah, and those niches are obviously where you start, and I think building for a niche is great initially. Yeah, yeah, we'll talk more. We'll talk more another time. But yeah, great to
Thank
see
you for
the
questions.
demo. Thanks, John.
and kind of to continue the conversation, this was, I'm not sure if folks saw the article I posted. I had never heard of this person, Rosie, but it was like kind of an article on Twitter titled "Why Can't Crypto Build Anything Long Term?" And I thought it was a really good read, and I thought it was something that we could discuss a bit around customers, and something I was thinking about over the weekend. And over last week was just about kind of what Rich you're talking about too. How, as a community, how as a network, do we really start to push on the revenue side of things, as we're building on the technical or improving the network? And the article "Why I Can't Crypto Build Anything Long Term" is less about our community. I feel like Livepeer of the industry does a really, really good job actually, trying to build things for the long term. I mean, credit to everyone here, but we've been around for a very long time, so not as much the title to us, but I guess I'm curious what people think about, you know how do we find these customers, and what is an outreach? I know, Rich, is something you're thinking about in Surge as well, but what is meaningful outreach that isn't necessarily led by foundation or by Inc. look like in what, as a community, can we own in terms of top of funnel, in terms of growth? I think these are all things we should start thinking about, so I'm curious if anyone has thoughts.
I have one comment here. I haven't read the the full article. I understand about the product cycle and why uh, nothing gets done in the crypto. I have seen it happening in different communities. So I think it's also a big thing to incorporate AI in all the automated workflows that have to do with lead generation, product distribution, and this is something that um, corporations in the crypto space haven't been doing fully because it's very new. And I think it's also important to judge products from this new, very unique experience for businesses and products where you can delegate a lot of important important tasks into automated pipelines and automated agent workflows, such as NA10 and different other protocols have proven to be very capable of doing.
And define another question to you. Uh, do you think that the issue that the industry struggling with is more is like solvable by automation only, or do you think there's a larger skill deficit that we have, and we meaning Web3 industry?
Of course, no, it's not only a, I couldn't, I couldn't say skill deficit, it's maybe an idea stagnation. We do not see so many uh, innovative products, and it's also that people haven't really scratched the surface of what is possible in the in the combination of AI and blockchain. And I think this is due to the stigma of if you're a blockchain people and doing AI tech. I think it's right now not very well digested from the blockchain community.
Interesting. Yeah, one solution I was thinking about was kind of connecting more with entrepreneurs and people building new things, and potentially that helping like Web3 infra get more utilization. But yeah, just something to think about and chew on. Maybe if folks don't have immediate thoughts, um, potentially maybe next week touch back on the convo. But yeah, definitely. Doug, do you have something to say?
Yeah, I need to take a minute to read the article that you were linking to there. I think there's a lot of truth in that article, pointing to the common trends of what you actually see happening in a lot of crypto projects. It talks about projects and founders and team just pivoting from hot trend to hot trend to hot trend to hot trend, without actually finishing or delivering anything on the trend they were focused on. Um, I, you know, having worked on Livepeer for the past 8.5 or 9 years or so, I think we're one of the exceptions to the rule, as you pointed out, and I think it is a testament to actually like the value of being sort of mission driven and mission oriented, and attracting the type of people that actually care about building the thing that we're trying to build and wanting to
Right.
see it exist and succeed. Um, and I'd push back a little bit that if you look at a lot of the like projects that have delivered sustaining value and are valued highly and haven't just been a flash in the pan for a couple of months, a lot of them are more long term and mission oriented, whether they're L1s or L2 scaling infrastructure, or resource allocation, DePIN type networks and everything. A lot of them have been around for you know 3, 5, 7, 9+ years, and they have actually attracted communities that have stayed focused on the missions and iterated through different cycles and everything. So I think what that post may be pointing out as a lot of ways to seemingly get rich quick and raise money quickly and
Mm-hmm.
capitalize and move on probably doesn't actually work out that well for a lot of the participants, and hasn't actually yielded meaningful value. So yeah, I wouldn't get too jaded by it, even though they bring up a lot of good points and true criticisms around common behavior in the space.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think less jaded. Kind of when I was thinking about it, and more, how do we find the critiques as energy to be even better? How do we kind of, as a member of the industry, keep pushing on the goals that will help us not fall into the same traps? And like you said, Doug, it's like this is like the article directly is less about us, but it made me think about some things we've talked about, which is like customers and increasing fees on network, and how challenging, right, that can be. But um, you know, just trying to get some more conversation going on potential solutions or ways as a community we can get together around pushing those goals forward. So anyway, just an open conversation. that's all I had for today. If there's no other thoughts, I definitely encourage people. Rich, do you have some thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, maybe just because Surge is top of mind and alignment
Mm-hmm.
of the ecosystem is top of mind. Um, you know, we're going to be publishing something. Doug's been working on something. I've been working on something. We'll be working together to publish something in the next couple of weeks around how, as an ecosystem, we can really be aligned towards a bigger vision of diversifying demand and scaling demand and the step by step of how we get there. But I think the article itself, what it focuses on is the uh, you know projects which have very low integrity in particularly in founders. And I think, yeah, I would say we are quite lucky as an ecosystem to have a mission that long term we've been going towards, and then to at critical moments, I think the community has really stepped up to keep the Livepeer project on track. So yeah, it's definitely testament to Doug, to Eric, to Yondon that we're all still here, and also a testament to everyone within the community as well. The foundation has been really lucky that we have so many people who want to contribute towards this bigger vision. Anyway, that got a bit sentimental, but
I love it.
yeah.
Yeah. Well, anyway, I thought it was a good conversation piece. And getting Rich, thank you for your thoughts too. Um, Definitely, we are lucky. And just for myself, like I in Web3 tend to not join projects that are expressly what that article is talking about. Just because I'm in Web3 because I want to see it grow, I want to see it develop, I want to see it find. It's already. I mean, Web3 as an industry has a lot of success, but I want to see it used by the masses, as people will say, or onboarding next billion people, as others would say. I want to see us get to that milestone. So I'm always thinking about how do we, even if we're at C, right? How do we go from to D and then E, eventually leading to the end goal Z? What are those smaller steps that each of us can take to pushing that goal forward? Anyway, food for thought, but we can wrap up um, and call it a day. I thought it was gonna be a short fireside, but ended up being long. Um, anyway, any last lingering thoughts or comments before we wrap up today? All right. As always, thank you for showing up and participating. We will see you on Fireside Wednesday. We have another pretty packed schedule, so look forward to that and see you at the next Fireside. Bye, everyone.
You guys, bye.